Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing something a little fun, a little different, and I have to shout out one of you guys, my subscriber, Dan. Dan, thank you for making this video possible. Dan sent me some combination of fragrances, some layering combinations, and he actually did something cool. Not only did he put them together in a decant, so he mixed two fragrances. I have 6 total here of his combinations, and he put them in the small decant, and he also gave them their own unique name, which I think is very cool. So Dan, thank you so much. I think this is a great idea. I'm not the biggest layer. I'm sort of kind of boring in that sense. I kind of just wear the fragrance as it was intended, as it was made. But that's not to say that I'm intrigued by a lot of layering combinations that I've read and you guys have dropped in the comments, suggestions, that type of thing. So I think this is a great place for me to start. In all of these fragrances that Dan's using, he actually, I think these are pretty accessible. So you guys aren't going to find much trouble. Chances are you guys already own these fragrances, so you can try these combinations yourself. So let's get right into it. The first one we are going to try is called Chew on This. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever and Gucci Guilty Parfum. So interesting combination there. I'm a fan of both fragrances. Gucci Guilty isn't my favorite, but I do enjoy it. It's pretty basic to me. I really like Elixir. You guys know that. I talk about it on the channel. So let's see what this does. Dolce & Gabbana Light, whoa, okay. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. I just got whacked in the face with that grapefruit. So the prominent note here, no question, and Gucci Guilty Parfum. The light blue is so prominent. It's one of those fragrances that I would imagine is kind of difficult to layer because that grapefruit is so in your face and prominent. But it is rindy, authentic smelling, although I am picking up a little bit of the Gucci Guilty now. The Gucci Guilty has always had this kind of fuzzy synthetic feel to me. Clean and fresh, but it definitely is an interesting combination. Probably not my favorite just because of the grapefruit and how prominent it is. I like Light Blue Forever. I like Italian Love much better. And it is coming across a little funky too, but not in a bad way. A lot of times with grapefruit, you do get some of that kind of body odor funk that some people describe. But this one, it doesn't smell bad. I actually enjoy it. And it is taming down a bit, and it is a little more interesting. I've always said Light Blue Forever is kind of one-dimensional. It's kind of too focused on the grapefruit. So you have to really like citrus and grapefruit to like that scent. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's move on. The next scent, this sounds like an interesting combination to me because you can't really go wrong with either one of these fragrances. The name that he gave it is called Fresh Suit. Okay, and the fragrances are, let's see, Coach for Men and Afnan Tarathi Blue. So here you have Fresh Suit. Let me show you the little label he made. It's kind of cool. It's got the suit and tie, shirt and tie. Fresh Suit. Okay. So again, you can't go wrong with Coach for Men. The original and Tarathi Blue I talk about on the channel quite a bit. I really like that scent. I think it's great value for the money. So let's see what this does. Yeah, really nice. Has that, the first thing that jumps out to me is the Coach for Men. Has that peppery shower jelly type of vibe to it. But I'm also picking up the Tarathi Blue as well. It has some, green aromatics to it. I don't know what exactly is in the Tarathi Blue. I want to say it might be sage or something. I'm definitely picking that up here along with the Coach's DNA, which some could argue Coach is pretty basic too. It's kind of that shower jelly, mass appealing type of scent, really easy to wear. But this gives it this kind of aromatic green vibe, which I like. Interesting. Yeah, I like it. It's hell, it could be an improvement over the OG Coach. Yeah, smells pretty good. Not too bad. Let's move on because there's 6 of these. The next one is Spicy Beach Date. That is Tommy Bahama St. Kitts and Lattafa's Amir Al Oud Intense. So do I own Amir Al Oud Intense. I think I have Amir Al Oud. I don't know if I have Intense. Spicy Beach Date. Let's see what this does. Whoa, okay. Yeah, very spicy. That's the dominant fragrance of the two right now. I'm picking up a ton of spice, the oud, a little bit of, it's kind of a medicinal oud in this fragrance. But there's some freshness here as well, which I quite enjoy. Maybe some much needed freshness for this scent. Tommy Bahama's St. Kitts is, I guess I wouldn't say it's underrated. People that know it's a popular cheapie, but it's one of my favorite cheapies from the Tommy Bahama line. Yeah, this one's good. The Amir Al Oud, though, that is a very potent scent. So to mix it with St. Kitts, you're gonna probably have that be the dominant fragrance for quite a while into the fragrance. But yeah, now that it's setting a little bit, I do like the kind of warmth and amberiness, borderline smokiness that's being added to that fresh St. Kitts DNA. Interesting. And the St. Kitts DNA is like kind of, no brainer. Like it could be 120 degrees out and that's going to work. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So far, my favorite has probably been that fresh suit, the Coach for Men and the Tarathi Blue. Let's move on. The next one is Aromatic Attar, which is Dior Sauvage and Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Infrared EDT. So that sounds like an interesting combination for me personally. Fan of both fragrances. I think Dior Sauvage gets unwarranted hate. I mean, I can't imagine not liking Dior Sauvage, but because it's so popular and it's been worn by basically every guy that's ever bought a fragrance, it gets a lot of unnecessary hate. So let's see what this does. Okay, yeah. Wait a second here. This is good. This is really damn good. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is obviously the Dior Sauvage DNA. It's peppery, it's fresh. Again, it has that kind of shower gel type of feel. But I'm also picking up the cinnamon from the Spice Bomb Infrared, which I would argue the Spice Bomb Infrared, and this is the EDT, which is my personal favorite of all the infrareds that have come out. The spice is, it's a little more tamed down for the line. I shouldn't say tamed down. It's focused on one spice in particular, and that's cinnamon. And I love that about this scent. And I love that it's standing out here along with the Dior Sauvage DNA. Very different, very interesting, smells good. This could be an improvement, dare I say, on Sauvage, or at least it's making it a little more interesting for me. So yeah, wow. That one's my favorite so far. Pretty good. All right, so the next one is Drunk on Christmas Day. Okay, we've all been there. Especially some of us going to in-laws. You might need a couple drinks to get through the day. Hopefully my in-laws aren't watching. Don't take that personally. So these fragrances are, let's see, Pinot by Pinot and Lattafa Amir Al Oud Intense again. Okay, so he used that in a couple fragrances here. Let's see what it does. Okay. What am I getting here? The Pinot is very old school, kind of that ferny, fougere type of greenness, piney, that type of scent. So I can understand why he named it this. It's also not my favorite fragrance, especially older, style fragrances. But it's a classic. It doesn't smell bad. Just trying to see if it works with the Amir Al Oud Intense. I mean, I'm really only picking up the Pinot, which tells me either he has maybe like an older bottle of the Pinot, because I don't think that scent is quite as strong as it used to be. And to drown out Amir Al Oud Intense, which completely dominated in the other fragrance that I tried, the Pinot's pretty strong. fresh, masculine, definitely getting the vibe of Christmas Day, so spot on with that. Okay, here comes a little bit of the Amir Al Oud Intense now. See, that's why I love fragrance. You got to give it a little bit of time to breathe. Yeah, it smells pretty good, actually. I would wear this layering combination over wearing the Pinot on its own, 1,000%. So that's a win-win for me. Okay, finally, looking forward to this one. He calls it Gimme Some Sugar Baby. It has Valentino Born in Roma Intense and Emporio Armani Strong With You, the EDT, the best one in the line, my personal opinion. I know the flankers get a ton of love and hype, and at one point the original used to get some hype too, and I still believe it to be the best in the line for what it does. So let's see what these do. I'm also a fan of the Born in Roma Intense. I think that's a great scent. So is this going to be too sweet? Let's see. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this this is nice. This is a nice combination. This smells like it could be a flanker of either line. This could be a flanker to the Born in Roma line. This could be a flanker to the Stronger With You line. Smells good. Maybe they need to get together. Maybe I can broker that deal. Let's see. This smells damn good. Sweet, sugary, vibrant, youthful, fruity, clean smelling. Yeah, it's actually not too sweet. I would have anticipated this to be way too sweet. It's not the case. This smells great. Wow. Well done, Dan. Well done. This is a nice combination. And not something, again, that I would ever consider layering, because I might think, in my sort of, I guess you could say, my uneducated thinking when it comes to layering, I would think these are too sweet to put together. But that's not the vibe I'm getting. I think this smells fantastic. Yeah, I like it. I would be curious to know what you guys think. If you have any of these fragrances, drop it in the comment section down below. Try them. Try them together. Let me know what you think. And also, while you're at it, drop your favorite layering combination, because this is something I do want to explore a little bit more. I have a shitload of fragrances. Why wouldn't I want to layer them from time to time? So, and what's your technique? Do you layer, just spray on top of one another? Do you put maybe one side of your body one fragrance, the other side another? I'd be curious to know what you guys do. Here they're just blended. So yeah, and it's working. There's not one on here that smelled bad or it smelled like, whoa, you can't put those two together. I think if I had to choose a favorite, it may be this. It's going to be between this and the Aromatic Attar, which was the Dior Sauvage mixed with the Spice Bomb Infrared. Because I think that gave it a little more, it gave the Dior Sauvage a little more depth. I like that addition of the cinnamon. Yeah, those are the top two in my opinion. Again, guys, I'd be curious to know your opinion on any of these. Do you layer at all? Is it something you want to get into? But yeah, that's it, guys. If you like content like this, Dan, thank you again. Thank you. But if you do like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.